everyone. Welcome to your next 7-day messages from Spirit. So these are messages from Spirit for each zodiac sign for your next 7 days. These are timeless. So when they find you, that's when you need to hear them. Thank you so much for joining me. For those that are returning, thank you. Your support means so much to me. So thank you so much. Let's get started. Hello Libra, welcome to your next 7 days. So we've got the overall energy is dedication inspires imagination. How this is playing out, where this is playing out, aspect of yourself this is playing out in, we have make it gods. And then the additional messages with the tarot, we've got the 9 of cups, the page of wands and the hermit. So the overall energy is dedication inspires imagination. And the card says, I express myself freely, creatively and gleefully. There's a feeling of joy in what you're doing. And Spirit just said to me, and if there isn't, change what you're doing, Libra. Okay? That's a really important message. And Spirit's saying to me, Libra, look at what you're dedicating yourself to. There's a sense here of, yes, we've all got responsibilities. We've all got lives and things like jobs and things like that we need to do. And there's a sense that in what you do, so in your everyday, how you fill your days, and that's your jobs, that's your pastimes, your hobbies, things like that. Is there dedication there? I feel like Spirit's asking you to look at what you're doing, Libra, and see the motivation behind it. Because there's this sense here that when you understand the dedication, thank you, Spirit. Spirit's just given me an example to explain what I'm trying to say. So let's go to your job because it's probably the simplest. Now, some people might be dedicated to the job itself because they love it. Some people might be dedicated to the money that it brings them. So the job, they could take it or leave it. Their dedication lies in the money of it. And Spirit just said to me, there's nothing wrong with that. But have a look at your values. Now, one of your values might be money. So then you probably find that that job, even though that job is not fulfilling, the money that it brings you is fulfilling. Therefore, there is fulfillment. But if money isn't one of your values, then you don't have the fulfillment in the job, and the money doesn't fulfill you because it's not one of your values. Spirit's asking you to look at that. Why then? That's a really interesting message, Libra. Really interesting message. And I feel in my readings lately, I have been called to mention values and beliefs, but a lot about values. And Spirit's kind of brought it to my attention again. There is a deck of cards, a deck of oracle cards that Teal Swan has done. And they're all about core values. And there's something like 200 or 250 cards in the deck. That's how many values there are. And each value is explained so you can understand the differences between them. And it is amazing when you go through those values And you realize how many are like, oh, no, that doesn't mean anything to me. It's quite amazing. It took me months to get down to my 10 core values. And I think it took so long because the values that I had weren't my own. They were what I thought was, everybody was supposed to have. The values that our family has, or the values that our culture has, or the values that society has. But they don't have to be ours. And no values are bad. I think you're coming to a place of joy, Libra. And that joy is coming from what you dedicate yourself to. We've got make it God's. This card's come out a bit lately. The card says, release the idea of my. As soon as you start to say the money, the relationship, the job, freedom arrives. When there is no grasping, the right action gets shown. Free me from the prison of my, dear Lord. And I feel this card is about those values, freeing yourself of the values that society tells us, or family or community, whatever it is, tells us that we should embrace, or tells us that we shouldn't. And there's a sense that in doing that, there's going to be a great level of freedom in you, because aspects of yourself that you may have felt guilty about, or maybe you'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm such a bad person for valuing that. You could value independence above all things. And that might make you feel guilty because, society says we should value family more than we should value independence. They're our values. And when we understand what is of value to us, when we understand our values, we have this magnificent insight into what's important for us and what drives us. And when we know that, there is a level of freedom, and like a spirit just drew my attention that I just took a deep breath. Like there's a feeling of fullness, there's a feeling of being able to just be you. And there's a level of understanding you as well, Libra. And I think that's what's helping you understand what success means to you. Success means different things to different people. Some people's success to them is being famous. Some people's success is having a beautiful family to nurture and to look after and to dot over. For other people, it could be having a lot of money in the bank. For other people, it can just be having that one true love to walk through life with. It can be a beautiful garden. It could be having the most beautiful home. Whatever it means to you. And I feel understanding brings you even more success, Libra. Because suddenly you're not holding back a little bit because you feel like, oh, I'm a bad person. You're really just going, this is me, these are my values. And it just opens things, and there's more success that comes your way. This success is fulfilling as well. It's not just success, just empty success. It's not success that we want to be successful so other people think, oh, look at you. No, this is success on what fulfills us. And this opening it brings you to the Page of Wands. It brings you to this new journey where you get to I don't feel like you're starting again, but it's almost you get the opportunity to look at everything from with a different set of eyes. The judgment's gone. The guilt has gone. Spirit is asking me to look at these two cards together. Look at how they look at each other. Both are holding the Ace of Wands. The page is young, curious, ready to go, take a chance. It's bold. And the Hermit is that more mature energy, that wiser energy, that energy of, I've been around the block a few times. I don't need to rush. It's more sure of itself, but it's less gutsy. It's less bold. This is the energy that you're embracing, Libra, when you free yourself from the self-imposed restrictions that you have gained through family, society, community, and the way that has impacted who you are and what you think is acceptable or not acceptable. And these aspects of yourself that you've probably tried to deny, they're not being denied anymore. And it brings out this real balance. When you're curious yet wise, imagine what you can do. When you're bold yet thorough. You're bold and you're going to take the chance, but you're going to go slow. You don't have to rush. You don't have to be manic. It's this really balanced energy. There's a lot of light, a lot of clarity coming your way. This real aha moment of how you see yourself and your values, very important. I'm going to leave you with those messages, Libra. Love, light and blessings, my friends. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.